And welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway here in the Racers Elite 150 laps here today. I will pull up the qualifying results here right now. So first will be Kinsley Smith, second, Truth Hoke, third, Jesse Fox, fourth, Diego Rodriguez, fifth, Troy Thomas, sixth, Andrew Teft, seventh, Gary Bowman, eighth, Ed Jurgen, ninth, Leroy Koblenz, 10th, Aaron Marcus, 11th, Alex Teft, 12th, Alan Bergen, 13th, TJ Allen, 14th, Riley Frost, 15th, Kyle Hess, and 16th is Christopher Pendle. Here, 150 laps here at this track. Let me pull up my trading paint so I can give them all a refresh of the paints whenever they need it. Waiting for everybody to grid. TJ Allen is the last person we're waiting to grid. As you see, pace car pulls off in here. We'll give them a paint refresh. And the points, I do have a points pulled up here. Let me just kind of put that on the Discord so I can get it. It's in the general discussion. And I will save this photo as points is what I'll name it as. Go to studio mode, add a picture. And I'll pull this up later on in the race. You can see it there actually right now. We'll just do that right now at the moment. Didn't mean for it to do that, but you can see Alex Teft is leading the points. Bowman second, Brzezowski third, Diego Rodriguez fourth, Teft fifth. So that's the points right there. I'll pull that up kind of periodically through the race, but pace car does pull off here. Kinsley Smith will lead them to green as the green flag is in the air. We are underway here. A little bit of jockeying for position down the backstretch. Hoke is looking for an inside spot here on Kinsley. Not going to be able to gun it down into the corners. Kinsley almost gets into the wall. He's going to have a massive run coming off here, though. Hoke is going to have to stay low. Looks like the 20 of Rodriguez will hop down to the bottom, decide to shove him instead. Hoke gets in there a little bit deeper than probably what he wanted to. So you just have to keep that in mind as he'll go down the backstretch here with the lead. As he'll take it. So he's up one position. Kinsley back one now. We're only 3 laps into this 100. I think I said 150. 105, excuse me. I thought I said 150 early on. But Kinsley staying in that high line. We've also got, who is this? It's like Aaron Marcus is trying to run that high line also. Get a pretty big shot off the corner. That's these front two that are not, or the front three that are not getting away from each other. They're pulling everybody with them, though. See Teft kind of lurking there in the background just a tad. Andrew Teft, that is. Rodriguez just ran the fastest lap, 29.99. As the fastest lap was just set by Kinsley. Kinsley just ran a 29.70. So tires are coming up to pressure. Heat's getting in them. Getting a lot more grip, and these guys are driving it in hard in the corner here right now currently. See, Kinsley will actually get a shove by, and he'll go almost directly to the bottom to shut off that air. Let's get into Hope's front end. The 20 of Rodriguez will actually duck to the inside of Smith now after he shoved him to the lead. He wants to try to take it himself. He will not be able to get it, so that'll drag Hoke back into this picture here, most likely. As it will. Oh, he's trying to get clear. Not clear, though. He's almost clear of him. He is right there at it. A bit further back in the pack, the biggest mover right now is Pendle. He is up 4 positions from where he started. Rodriguez side drafting Smith there. Got to be careful with the side draft. Not that he can't do it. It's just netcode likes to make contact when there really is no contact that was had between drivers. Kinsley and Rodriguez will be having to deal with each other. Still racing off a 3 and 4 and only 7 laps in. These guys are not spacing each other out at all. See, no shifting with these guys as Rodriguez is all over the bumper of Smith. Thought he was almost going to turn him there on accident. He's so close to him. These two are not letting each other get away, though. Smith is driving hard, so is Rodriguez. You have to wonder, is Smith driving too hard too early? Because it's only 8 laps into a 105-lap race. He's gonna get, oh, not clear quite yet. This is, Hoke's just been kind of sitting here just watching these guys go at it right now, so he might have a chance when these two wear the tires out to make a move on them. I don't think Hoke will be able to do anything quite just yet. Back in the pack, though, we got this is kind of where it is around Andrew Tepp. We got a little bit of action around these 3. That's the 3, the 98, and the 62. That 62 diamond the corner off, and he might be able to get a pretty good, or 92 diamond that corner off. He might be able to get a pretty good run down the front stretch. He will. He's going to try to go to the outside of Troy now and get this position. So we're going to ride that high line. He will not be able to get it. Kinsley and these guys are still going at it, and Kinsley's got to be cautious of that right front. I think he may be burning it off doing what he's doing right now. Because when you get up in the high line like that, if you get in it too early, you're relying on that right front to turn a lot. So you've got to be very, very cautious on what you do. He is not letting them go, though. He's still holding on as tight as he can. When will these guys let each other go? As a little bit further back, we got some more action. That 41 has gotten into the wall. He's trying to run that high line. That's Aaron Marcus. So he has tested it, and he's found where he can go for sure, because he has some pretty heavy right front damage, and I think that's actually damaged the lip of that car. That paint scheme is not loaded in correctly. As Rodriguez trying to find a lane to the outside, but he's going to get the door shut on him there by Smith. He's going to try the inside now. He's going to get a decent run down the front stretch. Just how much will they fight with each other here? Neither of them wants to be in dirty air, and I think if one of them gets by Kinsley, Kinsley's going to be in for a world of hurt. These two have just gone at it lap after lap after lap after lap. They are 65% fuel, 4 sets of tires also. So I guess in lap 40 possibly when they need to come down pit road. I'm not completely sure on that. I'm just kind of guessing as Rodriguez not able to get that done. That'll send Truth Hope to the inside now of him. See if he can get this pass done. Rodriguez almost into the wall. Trying to get a massive run. Kinsley's playing that middle line. He's not letting either of them find a way around, as Kinsley's going to have to go up there and block Rodriguez, as Rodriguez going to get a pretty good rotation. But he and Truth will still be battling. Hoke still trying to get to the outside now as Hoke. Ooh, him and Rodriguez almost made contact there. Rodriguez is probably going to fall back to third. I think Kinsley may lose the lead here, possibly. Somebody could shoot it 3 wide if they wanted to. That might be a good idea. Kinsley still just holding on as much as he can. I don't even know where I would run if I'm Kinsley. Don't let the outside get to you, though, as him and Rodriguez will make a little bit of contact. This will drive in everybody behind him. Troy's caught him. Jurgen's caught him. Everybody's catching him from behind because of this side-by-side battle that these two have had for so long. Neither of them can get ahead. As Kinsley gets a little bit loose, that may give Rodriguez the edge that he needs. I don't think it will, though. Kinsley's going to have to drive it in deep here on the door of Rodriguez. He doesn't get on the door, though, like he needs to. Needs to be a little bit closer. Lay it on his doors to side draft him. He's still going for it, as actually Kinsley will lose a lead there to Rodriguez. That will give Troy a look to the inside now. Rodriguez goes down to block Troy, and that's going to cause both of them to plow up tight a little bit. See Rodriguez kind of up off the bottom on exit, goes towards the wall. It's not what you want to see if you're Rodriguez. They're 3 wide behind Jurgen, Hoke, and Smith. Good Lord, you are not going to make this work, but they made it work somehow. I don't know how in the world they did. These guys are about to wreck each other here. See if they can do that, because that is, I hate people. This is not going to end up well for these guys back here. Kinsley's beat up his tires. I guarantee you that right front's just begging to be taken off. We're almost 1/4 of the way through this race. See, Kinsley's falling back a lot of positions now. He is falling back 6 positions. Biggest mover is Pendle. He is up 9 at the moment. That Gatorade paint scheme car there. I don't think anybody's shifting here. See if they are. Nothing so far. I don't hear a shift. Is the leader shifting? Yeah, Rodriguez is. I'm not surprised. We can get a lot more RPMs off the corner from that. It's Troy shifting. He did not shift that corner. Let's see if he shifts the next corner. Yeah, you can see he loses 2/10 there also. No, it's actually there. Troy's going to fall back into the grips of everybody else behind him. There's action all around the track. No one can get away from each other, it seems like, as Teth will look to the inside. Hoke will be trapped behind Troy. I don't think he'll have any way to go around him either, unless you want to go through him, that is. And I would not recommend that. Andrew Teth is working his way up here, up through the field at the moment. So he's done a good job as he goes to second right there now. Hope will go down to the bottom. Troy to his outside. I think he's clear, though. Clear, clear, clear. You're not clear now. Diving on into this corner here to get clear of Troy. He doesn't do that. Lays back a little bit. He is clear of Troy if he wants it now. He needs to come up if he's going to, so he gets that position finally. You know, some of these guys use different spotters. Some of them use iRace, and you can use a different app, though, called Crew Chief that will let you do, that'll let you choose really the voice of the spotter and how often they do feed you information. See, Pendle is right behind Hoke at the moment. Pendle looks like he's trying to run that high line, but he's going to have to go where Hoke isn't to get more air on the front of that car. However, the 41, Marcus has kind of caught this pack again after I pretty much counted him out. He didn't seem like he was going to be much of a factor, but he's found his way back up here somehow. Probably just saving those tires, it looks like, to the best that he could. I think Smith has fallen back heavily. Excuse me. You can barely see him back there right now at the moment. See Fox back here. He's -8 from where he started. He qualified third. He's just not had a good day at all. Look at Teft, though. Teft is catching Rodriguez. He's cut it down to 5/10 now. Rodriguez, I don't think he's laying off. I think he's just burnt those tires battling with Smith like he was earlier. He still gains about another 10th in that corner, too, so it's something that we got to keep an eye on. How much time does Teft make up on Rodriguez, because he's making up a good amount of time right now. Jurgen's still holding on to this position. Koblenz is trying to get it from him, though. But Rodriguez is losing a lot of time. Teft is in his tire tracks now. Pendle has been running some of the faster laps on the track. Teft has been the fastest, of course. He's chased down Rodriguez. But I want to see how long this lead will last. I think that Rodriguez really beat up his tires trying to defend or trying to get that lead from Smith. Smith, you can see Smith is really hurt from that battle though. His tires are not what they need to be. As Teft will look to the inside, and I think nope, he's not close enough. Rodriguez goes down there to fake just a little bit. You can see him try to hit the apron, gets a little bit tight off the corner. That's going to kill his exit too. Or I thought it was. Actually, it's a decent exit there, considering that he pretty much missed the bottom. Rodriguez down the backstretch here. Teft will go to his inside. Rodriguez, pretty much, he can't do anything about that. Teft just fires it on in there. See that right front bouncing up and down as he will take the lead over Rodriguez. Pendle ran a 30.97. Teft just ran a 30.80 though. So it's not a bad time at all. 37 laps in. We'll go. Actually, we do have pit stops here. Jurgen, Kinsley, and Hess have all came down pit road now. Let's see, when does Teft and these guys come down? As there's another one. Rodriguez will come. Bowman will come down. So 38. So let's give them 40. 40, 80. Have to pit on lap 80 here, and that should get them to the end. I had to guess. We'll see how long Teft goes. Fox is also down pit road. Teft doesn't look like he's going down pit lane quite just yet. He's going to stay out another lap. Who else will go down? As looks like Koblenz will come down pit road now. Leroy brings that dark horse Ford Mustang onto pit road. Teft is staying out a little bit longer. And if I was Teft, I'd honestly run it as dry as I can at the moment. When do these front 7 come down? Question, how long do they want to stay out? Hope comes down pit road, so that will leave 6 on the track that need to still pit. Hope still, let's see where he goes. Alex Teft will come down. Bergen will come down. Teft, does he come down this time by, or does he keep running it? See what he does. What will he do? Yes, he looks like he's coming this time by. Yeah, he's coming here. So it's Pendle follow him. He does not. Pendle needs to go set a fast lap now. Go cook that car for this lap and then come in. As Marcus and Frost actually came behind Teft. that time by. So Pendle's the only driver who hasn't pitted. Looks like he'll come down now as he gets all he can. Maybe a little too much here, possibly. No, it looks like he gets it slowed down in time. No, he's rolling pretty quickly. I think he may have got a speeding penalty here. Hold on. Let's see, this puts Rodriguez back to the lead, though. Jurgen is right behind him. Jurgen pitted a lap sooner than Rodriguez. Teft will fall all the way to 10th in the running order, but he does have the freshest tires now. His next pit stop will be the shortest of all. Friggin' Bowman. Bowman's actually kind of worked his way up here. He qualified 7th, but he kind of was back of the pack somewhat. I didn't really notice him before this first cycle of pit stops happened. We'll go on board here. We'll do 2 laps with 5 drivers, so that'll give us 10 laps on all. That'll bring us to lap 57. Rodriguez is about to tear down the wall here with them. All right, Kyle Larson. We will go on board right about now. Wait. So Rodriguez, excuse me, he is maintaining the lead right now, 56 laps in to 105. We have less than 50 left. We now will have 49. What is that? We might have 49 laps in the race. Jurgen is still keeping up with him, though. And Teft isn't chopping through the field like I thought he would. We're in 30-20s right now. I think he may have waited too long because Rodriguez has been able to hop him position-wise. And Jurgen's running that higher line, so I wonder if he's shifting. I don't think he is. He's knocked in that steering, though. Either he has a steering offset or he's knocked in his steering. That's really tight in. Look at that. I think it's tight in, loose off. It did not get to the bottom at all. See, the Koblenz will get by Hoke here. Hoke might be getting by Koblenz, as it looks like it's the other way around. Hoke is going to get by Leroy here. They will race down the backstretch with each other. Hoke just fired on in there. Get that position from him now. Here now 59 laps complete. Working on lap 60 right now at the moment. I saw earlier, though, Kinsley get loose off the floor, like wicked loose, so he's pushing as hard as he can. Just trying to gain as many spots as possible. He pitted on lap 36, so his tires are not fresh as other people's. Troy pitted on lap 35. He's actually surprisingly held up decently well at the moment. See, I am running off Ethernet. Okay. Thought for some odd reason I was not running off of Ethernet. I am. Okay. Good. Forgot I have 2 Ethernet ports on this motherboard too. See, Teft is trying to chop his way through the field, so Teft can run it maybe a little bit longer. The only thing I can think with him is his fuel is going to be a lot shorter than everybody else's. He will not need as much fuel as others. Andrew's now chopping through him. He's caught a decent amount. Caught a kind of a big group here. Every time he cuts through one, will help him a little bit more to just chop through everybody else. As my connection is dropping badly here. Let me see what this is. Output variable. I'm going to set that variable to something else. It should maybe fix something here, because that is not what it should be doing stream-wise. I should not be having that buffering issue. I have to figure out what that is later. But we will be dropping frames here because of that. Just keep that in mind. I think it's these dual streams for some odd reason that it's running this issue. Rodriguez just continuing to stretch his lead over here. Bowman's catching Jurgen here, though, very, very slowly. There's a chance that he can't catch him here and run him down. Bowman's right behind Jurgen, trying to loosen him up a little bit possibly, but Teft is coming now that he's got up here. Took a while for the tires to equal out, and I think they finally have. It just took forever for that to happen. Don't know why it took that long, but it just did, it seemed like. Rodriguez, what he wants to see is for Teft to get held up as much as possible back here. The more Teft gets held up, the better it will be for him time-wise, because he'll be able to kind of use those guys as a little bit of a pick pretty much for them. But he needs them to be held up, though. I don't know what is going on with my OBS. My OBS is not wanting to react very kindly with my streaming stuff at the moment. But Rodriguez, gonna hope that Teft gets held up here by Bowman just a tad. Bowman's not gonna let him go either. And Bowman doesn't have a obligation to let him easily get this position either. So race him as hard as you can. Teft and those two will actually go side by side going through the trial over here. So Bowman gonna hold him up as much as possible. I think he may have to just let Teft go here unless he wants to drive it in really deep into the corner. Still kind of laying on Teft's door, so hold up Teft here for a little bit longer. Not gonna let him by quite just yet. But I like to see if I'm Rodriguez, I'm looking at my time, seeing that Teft is being held up just a tad. He'll finally get by Rodriguez. Or sorry, not Rodriguez. Bowman. Bowman will then get passed by Pendle. So Teft will now set sail for Rodriguez. Try to catch him now at the moment. Don't know if he'll be able to. We'll just have to see if he can. He is going to try to get him. See, Rodriguez will come down pit road now. That's basically when I thought Rodriguez would come down pit road too. Had a feeling around that time is when we see him duck down pit road. See, he brings Koblenz, Hess, and Frost with them all down. Will anybody else take the bait, or will they all stay out after this? I think they'll stay out. So how long is Teft going to run it? Teft has to kind of time when he comes down pit road. I would not want to be, caught as long as I was, because it took Teft a long, long time to get there. A long, long time to get there for sure. As Pendle's actually caught him. He's got a lap fresher tires. So it's not like they're overly fresh, but he is just a tad fresher than him. As they'll all duck onto pit road now. Tech will finally bite the bullet and come down. He doesn't want to get hopped like he was before. So when does Pendle come down now? Hoke comes down. When does Pendle decide that it's time to come down pit road?